today's show is coming from where, Corey?
Pinjar Park. It's actually just near the V8 supercar track of Wanneroo. Yeah, it's a junior track out here for the juniors, but the seniors right here as well, yeah.
Now, it's a very special event here today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in aid of a guy by the name of Rob Woofinden. He's the gentleman who actually created this track. It started it from scratch. It was just a sand pit. So yeah, he's in England at the moment, couldn't make it out here, but he's got cancer at the moment. So his boy actually hails from here, but he rides under England flag. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I think he's, yeah. But otherwise, yeah, it's in aid for Rob and try and.
Well, let's hope they raise a bit of money and a bit of awareness for the track, because this is an amazing little place. We actually featured it on our last series.
Yeah,
on two wheels. Yeah, people should get down here and watch this stuff, because it is really good fun, isn't it?
Very exciting. It's a small track, and a 500cc with no brakes around here is awesome. It's very
yeah.
Good.
That worries me a bit. No brake bit.
Yeah, well, you don't need them. They can slow you down. They're extra weight.
It always has done. And we're here also for another special reason.
Yeah, definitely. There's an old vintage rider riding. Probably more your era than mine.
I'll let you call him a vintage rider, mate, because I'll tell you what, he's still a pretty fit guy at 70, and I'll tell you what, he'd probably lay you out if you said that to him.
Definitely, but he can still ride a bike as well.
And he is, of course.
Yeah, the Sir Ivan Major, as everyone says.
Yeah, but, OBE, MBE.
Yeah, he's done all that. He's won many world titles and long track and short track and pairs and World Cups. If he's anyone's won.
And I've just noticed there's a couple of girls going around here at the moment, and they've got some lovely pictures of when he won the 3rd World Championship. And they're auctioning that tonight.
Oh,
so
right,
obviously that's going to help Rob a little bit. A little bit of money coming in always helps. So and maybe help the track as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to have a chat with Ivan Major. Who's going to have the chat with Ivan Major?
Well, I'll let you, because he's more your era. You probably speak his lingo, but
he's my hero, absolute hero. Well, I think what we ought to do is have a look around a Speedway bike, and you explain some of the bits of a Speedway bike to us.
I'll show you the basic characteristics of them, and we can run through
Good stuff. We'll do that now.
Rightio. Basically, what I'm going to do is explain what a 500cc is about. They're just a single cylinder motorcycle with the no brakes, one gear. Other than that, just an accelerator. Turn it on and close your eyes. Pretty much. That's what most people do. I'll basically show you here. So what it has is just your basic one gear. Usually you have a caliper and a caliper mount and a disc here, but not on these things. Just a basic muffler. And this is actually for your clutch. This is a clutch arm. So when you pull that in, pull your clutch lever in, as you can see here, you watch this moves in and it splits the dry clutch apart. The clutches aren't actually in the oil. They're actually a dry clutch just running the atmospheric air, and that keeps them a little bit cooler. Basically a single cylinder. You've got a basic ignition on that side, and then pretty much most of the carburetors are handmade. Out of billet aluminium or something like that. They don't run a pilot jet or a primary circuit. They just run a main jet and a needle and full throttle, and away you go. Just pump it all in there. They run about 1 litre in the tank. So if you have a restart, you probably will need to fuel up. On a little track like this, you probably don't need to, but on the bigger tracks, you do need to refuel. You can't ride it down the shops. You won't make it. They run alcohol, pure alcohol, which is methanol. You don't mix it with anything, it's just pure alcohol. So sometimes if it is a bit slick on the track where it's dry, you can actually put a couple of caps of water in there and make the engine die off, and then it'll pull you off the start a bit better. But that's a little trick that some of us do and some people don't know about yet. Other than that, on the other side here, you probably can't see, but there's a basic dry clutch, and there's a sprocket on the opposite side to this. There's a sprocket that just runs to a dry clutch and then straight to your back wheel. So once you let the clutch out, it engages the back wheel, and that's it. It's solid. So that's the engine working, and then when you pull it in, basic. So that's a brake. So if that's not the only brake, the other brake is the fence. But you want to try and stay away from using that all the time, because it ends up wrecking your bike. Other than that, we'll go have a look and see how they go around the track. I'm here with Jeff Giddis and Dennis Nash. They ride the sidecar we just seen out in the track a second ago. We'll play a bit of it in a second. How long have you been racing, Dennis?
I started in '68 and I stopped in '94, and then I rode again in '98. Jeff and I rode, was 30 years to the day from the first title I ever rode in, West Australian title, to the last one. And I went to Gilman last year after a 14-year layoff, and we rode in they had a meeting over there for all the guys that had won Australian titles from the 60s on.
60s on, yeah,
so
right.
I rode in with the boys won them in the 70s and the 80s.
I heard you did pretty well at that. And so,
yeah, we had a good time, you know, everybody wanted to try and run us over. But
you've won a few titles, haven't you?
We won, I won 9 West Australian titles and 5 Australian individual titles, and we won the pairs 3 times, Australian best pairs.
Right, okay, so that's a bit. And what, are you coming back out? I've seen you've been on for 2 weeks in a row now. Have you got the bug again? Are you back out there for good or what?
No, I was born 51 and I've got to remember that.
Yeah, right, okay.
So yeah, I'm 59 very shortly, and in January, and we only went back just to have a ride just for a bit of a promotional thing for sidecars, because in this state sidecars are being depleted totally. Nowhere to ride, nowhere to go. So it was just a promotional thing.
Try and get the sidecars back happening in Western Australia as they were years ago, and how big they were years ago at Claremont, Bibra Lake. And
West Australia was the benchmark. We won more Australian titles than anybody else.
Have you been swinging for Dennis the whole career, or have you been chopping and changing?
1987 was the first Australian title I won with him.
1987?
Must have been about 85 I first got on.
Oh, right.
Dennis Mortimer had enough. Decided to go. And I was lucky enough to be at the right spot at the right time.
I said to Jeff, we're going to Albany tomorrow night to ride. You come down and see if you like me and I like you, and we'll see how it goes. From then on, we've had a fantastic partnership together.
I'm here with the famous Glenn Doyle. Was famous, now he's a has-been.
Has-been, yeah.
Has-been, the old Claremont days. So you're riding Rob's old bike, I hear?
Apparently so, yeah. Someone's kindly brought it down for me, and we're going to
have a blast.
Try and have a skid.
Okay, on the old Westlake, eh?
Yes, that's what I started off with. Well, it wasn't, it was actually old 2-valve, but my favourite motor was the old Wessie.
Yeah, right, okay. They're a bit different to the newer ones. The new engines are laid over, whereas these are standing upright. So how do you think you're going to go? How many?
Oh, mate, I haven't ridden a bike for ages, years.
Ages?
I'll wobble around, and hopefully as long as I don't hit the fence, that's all that matters.
What was your last claim to fame then? Getting left in a bus, getting left in Poland,
Oh, God, yeah, I've had a few of those claim to fames and all the rest of it. But I've moved on now into different business now, tourism. Claim to fame now is operate the biggest monster bus in the world.
Monster bus in the world? You got the ones up in Lancelin?
Lancelin, it's taken 3 years to finish the last one off.
Oh, so you got 3 now?
Yep. So,
sensational.
It's going well, and I just they've asked me to come down and have a skid. So that's what see if I can do it. But just use respect to Woofy. That's what it's all about.
You rode a lot with him, and
he's put a lot into the sport here. And I was just asked, and I obliged.
A bit of a trip, I think everyone did. So
we'll see what happens, mate.
Go out and have a squirt and have some fun.
I'll try.
Don't bend the old beast.
Sorry if I do, mate.
On the Woofinden Classic. That is a very old machine. Isn't that an unbuckled? Yes, right. 2 times.